Good morning friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Needles for the blanket cal. This is a blanket made with 58 different stitches and 58 different colors of special DK hobby store yarn. I have used 4mm hook for this, and this is the very first design which is made with white color code 1001. This blanket contains 302 foundation DCs, and then all the stitches with different stitch counts and different stitch patterns are worked over 302 stitches by adjusting at the ends with double crochets. The very first stitch I have used is with white, and this has got a multiple of 4 plus 2 stitches are required. So I am going to do the first foundation DC row with 34 for 32 plus 2, chain 2 first, then yarn over twice. This foundation DC I am doing it with a little in a different manner. Like usually for DC you will wrap once, insert here, pull out a loop, then yarn over, pull out through 1, then pull out through 2, pull out through 2. But what I am going to do now is I'll make 2 chains. These 2 chains do not count in any stitch. Yarn over twice on the hook. Insert in the very first chain that you have made. Pull out a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. This will form the base and it will give a very good definition for your edging. Then DC. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 stitch is made now. This I am not counting. Yarn over twice and then turn this V. Under this V you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have to form the base chain. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 for the DC. So continue like this. I will do one more and show you. Yarn over twice, insert under the V of the bottom base, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So your DC is made. So continue like this and make 34 DCs. I'll get back to you when you completed 34 DCs. I have completed 34 DCs here. This is approximately 7.8 to 8 inches long. And now turn. Need not make an extra chain here. Just turn and pull this a little high and make a single crochet here in the very first stitch. And in the next also one single crochet. Chain 2. Skip 2, single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, each of the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet in each of the next 2, chain 2. So this is the repeat pattern for this row, second row. Your pattern repeat is second and third row. Skip 2, single crochet, single crochet, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet, single crochet. Continue till the end. I will meet you at the end. When you have last 4 stitches left, chain 2, skip 2, place 1 SC on each of the last 2 stitches. Now need not make any extra chains, just turn, pull the yarn little to the height of the DC, just make a twist like this, insert in the very first stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you hold this with your finger, yarn over and pull through this and underneath this twisted one, yarn over, pull through 2. So your standing twisted DC is made. Place one DC on the next stitch. Place 2 DCs under the chain space. Skip one stitch, make a DC in the following stitch just before the chain space. And now make a DC on the skipped stitch. So your crossover DC is done here. You've crossed over the DC. Now place 2 DCs under the chain space. Again, skip the next stitch and place a DC on the following. Then place a DC on the skipped stitch. You have made your crossover DC here. Place 2 DCs in chain space. So this is a repeat here. 2 DCs in chain space. Skip the next stitch, place a DC on the following. Come back and place a DC over the skip stitch. So your crossover stitch is made here. Crossover DC is made here. Continue till the end. When you reach the end, you will place 2 DC under the chain space and 1 DC each on the last 2 stitches. I'll meet you at the end here. I have come to the end of the row here. I have placed my last DC on the last stitch without making any extra chains. Turn. For the blanket, I have made only 1 row repeat here. That is, I have made only rows 2 and 3 for the pattern repeat. If you want this pattern repeated, pattern repeat rows are rows 2 and row 3. Okay, for this square I am going to repeat row 2 and 3 furthermore and make it into a square so that I can make a square blanket with all the squares of 58 stitches. For the blanket, the 4th row is going to be a DC row. Place 1 DC on each of the stitches here. So for placing the first DC, just pull up the loop to the height of a DC, twist and hold, insert your hook inside the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. So now it will appear to have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. The first standing twisted DC at the corner is made. Then make another DC here. Place 1 DC on each of the stitches that you made in the previous row. So you should end up with 32 DCs for this sample. For your blanket, you should end up with 302 DCs. So you should keep your blanket stitches count as 302 row after row. So whatever pattern you make, you should end up with 302 DCs as the final row and the beginning row. So that will give you a straight edge and an even blanket. Otherwise your blanket will have a different shape. Thank you friends for watching. I'll finish this square and get back to you. Here is the completed square with pattern 1, which I have used for the blanket. The crossover DC stitch I have used in the blanket. So this is how it looks. It is reversible pattern. I made a 8-inch square. For the blanket, I have used pattern repeat of rows 2 and 3 only once. Started with DC row, rows 2 and 3, and then ended with a DC row in the blanket for color 1. The pattern instructions you will find in the description box below. You can refer to the return instructions in the description box below. Thank you friends for watching. Bye for now.